Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader. Last time we made it to the Smaragdus Mundus system. And on the way here we had this really cool event in which Cassia and Imogene were pulled into this painting that Cassia was using or creating. And we had one of those skill challenge reading events that I always really like with the cool artwork, and it's something I kind of suspected already. I don't know if I voiced it, but they kind of made it pretty clear, I think, that Tisiphone, was that her name? Had sort of created Cassia as sort of a vessel for her to take over once Cassia had come of age. And Cassia kind of stopped that from happening, at least in that instance. I am suspecting that it might happen again. Like, I don't think Tisiphone's done. And we're here to explore the Palace of the Atlas here on this desert world. Let's go ahead and start that up and see what's going on here. Cassia is probably one of my favorite. I was about to say Cassie is one of my favorite characters. She is one of my favorite characters, but I really like my core part. I really like Argenta too, but my core party especially, I just love them. I wish Argenta could fit in because I do like Argenta a lot too. Like Ulfar's really cool. Abelard's been really cool. I love his family. Like, that's so cool that it's rare. I feel like that you get a lot of family dynamics in your companions. I feel like a lot of companions, they might have like a brother or a sister that they're looking for, like Socio? Is that Socio? Is that his name in Wrath of the Righteous? But yeah, it's rare that you have, like, you know, granddaughters and daughters and brothers and all that stuff. So Abelard's really cool. But yeah, they're all really cool. Anyway, here we are. This looks like a lovely planet, huh? A great location for a palace. Alright, I do think... I don't remember how the lineup was set up. Maybe something like that was how it was. Rex, Pascal, Imogene. So maybe more like this. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Let's go left. Check out what's going on down here.
Intriguing.
Decayed pages. House Roselio need not know what is taking place here. The navigators are frightened enough by its power as it is. The last experiment left three from the Satala clan without a shred of reason. Empty shells will bring no glory to House Roselio or its lesser branch. We shall carry on. At last we have managed to implant the artifact in subjects who can wield its power. Perhaps all the navigators who perished in the agonizing torrent of energy were merely a symptom of our decline. I am tired of counting the dead. The weak have no place among those who have harnessed the Atlas. Their abilities have grown manifold and become significantly easier to control and more effective at resisting the ruinous influence of the warp. It is all or nothing. Today is the day when my work is completed and the Starway Atlas takes its final form. The Sethalas have already undergone the operation. All that's left is me, the Atlas that controls them all. Today, I become the greatest Novator in the history of House Roselio, or I turn to nothing. This power is beyond compare. All it took was a whim to make the wretched Sethalas fall dead at my feet. It is as if I have a second heart beating in my chest, subjugating any with the ability to touch it. How regrettable it is that this power only extends to those Roselio navigators who have accepted a piece of the Atlas within themselves. From now on, all children will be gifted with one at their initiation, and there will be no one who can match our greatness. Look at these eyes. The heart of the navigator's camp. this is where Tisiphone Orselio performed her experiments hundreds of years ago. It's nice that they live a long time, huh?
The world trembles beneath my feet.
I don't know what these things remind me of. They remind me of something. I can't quite place it, though. There is a barely noticeable imprint of a long, clawed hand on the broken cogitator screen. The Aldari Sanctum is blemished by human presence. In their pursuit of ancient secrets, the navigators had no qualms about filling the ruins with machinery and supplies.
Both strong and wise is Ulfar.
And tech use this.
Is blessed with multifunctionality.
Elite marksman gloves. Dracaria equipment. The wearer gains 15 ballistic skills. Okay. The Orselio navigators left no stone unturned in this Aldari temple. It is as if they were looking for something that they just could not find.
Centuries of service and practice.
The world will bow.
Okay, what's going on over here?
One day, I shall remind Rivestum that he was ready to bury my family based on some trumped-up charges.
Ooh, we missed this over here.
One day, but not now.
Grimy colors swirl around your words, Abelard. Do not let another's poison pollute your soul. This is not like you at all.
The ruined statues once depicted pages from the long history of the Aldari. Alright, we didn't get down here. Let's blow that up. I think we have one charge. And since we get so few of them, I'm just gonna use it. Like, no sense in waiting. What? I had one. Okay, so we must be like putting them in cargo or something. Are they in here? They might have been sold already if they are. Like, what the hell? I'm not using them. That's really frustrating. They must be going in cargo and I'm selling them. Ah, that sucks. That's the only explanation I can think of. Oh well. Someone removed the data crypt from this dead machine to keep the house's secret safe and leave no information about the experiments that took place here.
Embrace true power.
Hello. Halt, cursed child. We had to ally ourselves with the Xenos once more to stop you. No matter. It is a small price to pay for the liberation of House Orselio from the chains of tyranny. They all came anyway, huh? Begone, renegades. We followed the Atlas's call in your wake, child. Stand with us. House Orselio will not trade Tisiphone's legacy for the false ideals of blind fools. What? What is happening? Ah! Cassia? Orselio Renegade's representative. Damned Xenos! This was not the bargain we struck! Throne smite you! The navigator, whose skin is so thin that it reveals the muscles, bones, and innards underneath, clenches his augmented gold jaw in contempt. Great Regent's envoy. What is this? The rogue trader and the traitors to the house have lured the child into a trap set by Xenos? What? I wish my eyes were deceiving me, but now I can see clearly that Great Regent Aranto was right to send us after your vessel. Okay. The sturdily built woman is armed with a pistol, and yet there are signs of exhaustion in her posture. Her face is hidden behind a gem-encrusted three-eyed mask, and her elaborate Navis Nobilite vestments are stained with dried blood and other evidence of recent combat. I too wish to be enlightened about what is happening here. An ambush, how ignoble, yet so typical of Xenos. Address the great Regent's envoy. How did you get here? Address the Regent's envoy, or Renegade's envoy. How did you get here before us? No one but Cassia knew the way. Yet so typical of Xenos. Troopmaster, you will stop defiling the remains of the hallowed ground of our ancestors with your semblance of speech, monkey. The Harlequin's bright clothes glimmer faintly in the dim light of the system's star, and the sinister grin on his mask only adds to its menacing and aloof presence. The final act will soon unfold, where you will pay for the deeds of your ancestors. Stay put and wait for the puppeteer to pull at your strings. Why? Why are there Xenos ruins where the palace of the Atlas should be? Why is this place coated in an impenetrable black mist? I'm suffocating. Cassia clutches her breastplate, near where her Atlas is, her voice feeble and trembling. Three-eyed monkey who sees into Sha'el. The taint of your ancestors has begun to consume your body and soul. Pathetic fools with an insatiable lust for power that is not yours. Ending your misery will be merciful. Taint? Do you mean the Atlas? Xenos traitor? Silence, traitor. The Atlas is the sacred relic of House Orselio. It is what elevates us above the rest. How dare you? The Regent's envoy abruptly loses her breath with a groan, and she clutches her chest, where the Atlas is implanted. I refuse to accept this. Impossible. What is this place? Your primitive language has no words to convey the true nature of this place, but I will venture a try. Some call it a world beneath the first stars. Others know it as a crone world, or an unblighted world. It was our ancestors' home before we became prey to she who thirsts. What is this taint you speak of, Xenos? Do you not see it? The Harlequin's voice booms throughout the ruined temple. When you, monkey, discovered this crone world, you tainted it with the crude technology, despoiled it of its relics, ruined all there was to the last stone. But worst of all, you sullied the souls of our ancestors, reposed in their sacred vessel, the spirit monolith. He points his thin finger at the remarkable crystal floating behind his back, and the Harlequins around you tighten their grips on their weapons. Like a sea of bottomless blue. Cassia looks around her with a stunned expression, her gaze shifting from one Xenos to another. I did not know that living things could exude such saturated hues. I wish I could paint this ocean a different color. Examine the hovering crystal. This enormous translucent stone shares a strange resonance with this place. You can sense the energy emanating from it, mysterious, restless, coagulated. It resembles a giant heart that has been plucked out of its owner's chest. Its crystal clarity is pierced by hundreds of dark veins that have taken root within a terrible illness. Or like a terrible illness. How did the navigators of House Orselio taint the spirit monolith? The experiments. Cassia covers her mouth in horror. This is where she conducted her experiments. Tisiphone. No, it's not possible. To consort with Xenos is to violate the word of the God Emperor. It is known to all that Tisiphone Orselio executed anyone who showed any interest in the enemies of humanity. Is that so? Then why is it that every piece of metal or fabric in this place bears our house's coat of arms? Open your eyes. Quiet. The Harlequin's tone is mild, but it is not a request. I am unsurprised that the truth is hidden from your gazes, three-eyed monkey who see into Sha'el. I realized it the moment I met the first of you. Wretched, begging us to help you destroy your own kin. I sensed it within you, our ancestors' call, their pleas, their endless torment. I knew that what you found was a crone world, and I humbly waited for the day you would lead me to it. Okay. Address Cassia. What experiments did Tisiphone conduct here? Address the Harlequin. And what does all this mean exactly? Get to the point before I put a hole in your hideous mask. Listen in silence. Address Cassia. I cannot say where this memory sprang from. Perhaps I saw visions of Tisiphone in my dreams, and yet I have seen all this so clearly. There is such power locked within the stone, such opportunities. It would make our navigator's abilities several times stronger. No, it would magnify them by a factor of dozens. But the price was too high. After mere hours of use, the stone would always burn the minds of its hosts. That is why Tisiphone broke the monolith into many shards, which are far easier for human will to control. No, your ancestors went even further than that. The Harlequin trembles with fury. They placed the shards of the spirit monolith inside their bodies to empower their abilities. I never wish to learn such harsh truths about my own house. Cassia buries her face in her hands, and you feel waves of despair spreading from her lithe frame, which suddenly appears as fragile as glass. Neither Theodora von Valancius nor Tisiphone was infallible, but that doesn't mean we are powerless to rectify the errors of our ancestors. This is appalling. House Orselio's deeds cannot be forgiven. There is no shame in using Xenos' powers for the good of the Imperium. Watch in silence. We can rectify the errors of our ancestors. You say that only because you wish to soothe me. She smiles faintly. The renegade navigator stares at Cassie in shock. You are more than just a tyrant's heir. You are a successor to a mad heretic, a betrayer of the faith. You must be destroyed, you and the Atlas, once and for all. You think the solution is so easy, don't you, monkey? When you die, your souls become captives inside the spirit monolith. This process is deranging to our ancestors, who have served as the monolith's guardians for eons. It is equally agonizing to the souls of your dead, and the more monkey souls in the monolith absorbs, the more volatile it becomes. The Aldari and the monkey have spent many a dance battling for supremacy within the monolith, and its integrity is waning. You sense it too. The only way to free our ancestors from the pain is to separate the monkey taint from the spirit monolith. My troop is here to perform just that. We all will play our parts today, and when the final act of this age-long tragedy begins, the monkey players will exit this world's stage. Sinister shadows dance on the Harlequin's mask as he draws an unknown device from his sleeve. The Atlas must certainly be destroyed, but surely the entire house cannot be expected to serve penance for Tisiphone's crime. Is there no way whatsoever to separate the Navigator's soul from those of the Aldari without killing one or the other? What do you say to the Xenos' assertions? Asking Cassia. Cassia is the inheritor of the one who bound the spirit monolith to the Navigator's bodies. Listen to whatever she has to say. She is not the woman her predecessor was. House Orselio can never hope to redeem themselves before the God Emperor. Serve your justice, Xenos. I will not stand here and let some duplicitous Xenos slaughter navigators of the Imperium. Listen to Cassia. Cassia gives you a grateful nod and turns to the Harlequin troop. I cannot change the past, it is true. Nor can I change the fact that my house is forever tainted with disgrace born of Tisiphone Orselio's hubris. Yet, all of us here today have the power to change the future and halt the unending suffering that is drowning both your kin and mine. You suggest that the monkey and the Aldari change the future together? The Harlequin leans forward curiously. I must admit, my leading lady, I am confounded by your audacity. Go on. My Atlas. Cassia places a hand on her gilded breastplate. If you can free the phantoms of my house from the spirit monolith, guide them to enter my Atlas. Their experience and wisdom will help steer House Orselio onto the path of truth, and allow future generations to avoid the calamitous pitfalls of their forebears. Morag, my leading lady, the shards of the monolith are lodged inside the chest of every monkey bound to you by ties of blood. How exactly do you intend to return them? I shall use the Atlas to sever my subject's connection to the spirit monolith, and then I shall extract its shards from every navigator of House Orselio. This artifact is implanted at birth, but that does not mean that the ritual cannot be reversed. I witnessed its creation through Tisiphone's eyes in my visions. I lived it over and over again. Through the memories of the Sethala clan, I can recreate the ritual that will return the souls of your kin to you and save my people's lives. Cassie, are you really capable of this? Let us deal with the Atlas issue after we've destroyed the Xenos. Seldom do humans and Xenos get the chance to resolve their conflicts without violence. I second Lady Cassia's proposal. So obviously Imogen wants to just kill the Xenos, but we're letting Cassia take the lead here. I second Lady Cassia's proposal. The Harlequin remains as still as a garish statue for several minutes. Then the mellifluous voice behind the mask says, I am willing to try, monkey. No! The Regent's envoy draws her pistol. I won't let you destroy the Atlas, even if it is the child's wish. Lady Orselio, you are too young, inexperienced. You simply can't comprehend. You address the future Novator of House Orselio, one who has survived the massacre of Yorick V, who has lived following an attempt on her life at the Palace of Dargonus, who has restored her house's stability in what scant time she has been free, while you, all of you, have spent years destroying it from within. You address one who has passed through the tempest of the Sea of Souls to the true Atlas as a rogue trader's ally. Yet still you call me unworthy, don't you? Young, experienced? Kneel before me. I shall forgive you your insolence. Damn. That was awesome. Fellowship test succeeded. Yes. Oh, that's awesome. House Orselio was always loyal to Novator Tisiphone. Henceforth, it will be loyal to her successor, even if you see fit to lead us down a different path, my lady. The navigator's voice trembles with reverence. Are you done with your performance, monkey? Then stand aside and do not interrupt. The renegade's okay with this? Ah, I can feel it again. The tranquility. The ancestral souls have found peace, and corruption no longer endangers the monolith of this world. The Harlequin's narrow shoulders now look completely relaxed. Remember our agreement, Cassia Orselio. We will soon meet in this place again, so that you can give us the shards. And now, be gone from our world, monkey. Huh. Hold on, I'm just gonna loot this place first, if you don't mind.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Easily done.
According to the faded glyphs, the statue depicts an Eldari hero who created 100 worlds and twice as many stars. Damn, that's pretty powerful. Flickering dancer.
That was a problem for you.
This was a piece of an altar that the ancient Eldari used for some long-forgotten rituals.
The Inquisition taught me many things.
The Eldari gods once walked among them, teaching, guiding, protecting them from harm. There were no boundaries between mortal creatures and their patrons. Alright, we do have some loot still. Yeah, up here. Oh, are they just some bodyguards we didn't manage to touch? You have played your part well, Ilantok. The performance is ended. Now leave this stage. Okay. The purified monolith shines like a guiding star, and waves of calm and relief wash over the hearts of those who step close. A book. Time-worn manuscript. There was a time when I believed that I would lead my house to prosperity. In truth, fortune and blessings have long since been passing us by, as if the Karanis expanse itself is trying to oust the Orselio children from its bounds. If nothing changes in the near future, all of us will wither like night flowers at dawn, or perhaps face our ultimate fall. Upon my word, the Sea of Souls itself must favor me. During the last jump, I saw into the eye of a vicious storm. Within it, amid the ruins of a Xenos world, was a treasure mighty and dangerous, not unlike our own power. And I found a way to reach it. I drive away the memory of our journey and the cost that our house suffered. The ritual alone was... No matter. The goal will be worth the price, and due effort is all that is needed of us. By the grace of the Emperor, we made it through that terrible tempest. However, the Aldari ruins appear to have dampened the crew's spirits. Those pitiful commoners talk too much. Tensions in the camp are rising. I should cut out the tongues of those who witnessed the first experiments. This information cannot be allowed to reach the ship. No, not just them. I shall have the Satala clan dock the tongue of every lowborn. Damn. Alright, now everything's... We've gotten everything, right? Yeah. We can't get into that, which is annoying, but... Let's go back to the ship, talk to Cassia. I'm proud of her. I am proud of her. It's not the choice I probably would have made, just because of my recent relationship with the Aldari. But I am proud of her. An earlier Imogene probably would have taken that choice. Okay, Cassia. Oh, this way. There you are.
Oh, how nice of you to grace me with your presence. I was just thinking back to our journey to the Palace of the Atlas. That is, to the world of Xenos. Remembering that most reckless act has enveloped my mind in a whole palette of hues. But when I think of the great risk you took for House Orselio's and my own sake, an azure shawl instantly descends on my shoulders, and amber sparks flash inside my soul. Please accept my sincerest gratitude.
So now you are the full-fledged Novator of House Orselio? What awaits the navigators of your house now? So now the entire power of the Atlas is in the Novator's hands. I'd like to discuss other business. So you're the full-fledged Novator now?
You of all people should know that succession is a lengthy and tiresome process. While my entire house is busy preparing for a grand council at which I am to ceremonially inherit the late Tisiphone's title, I have decided to remain by your side, to relish just a little more of this carefree liberty. For as soon as I am summoned to do my duty, we must say our farewells.
It's gonna be a sad day. What happens if you romance her? What awaits the navigators of your house now? Assuming you can. I think you can. I think she's one of the romanceable characters. Yeah, what awaits the navigators now?
The Xenos have managed to free the souls of our ancestors from their confinement. The memory and wisdom of those that came before us will serve our house, helping build upon the ruins of the present a firm foundation for generations to come. I believe in that, as I believe in the divine light of the Emperor.
Cassia touches her breastplate, where the Atlas is located. So now the entire power of the Atlas is in the Novator's hands?
I suppose so, if by power you mean priceless knowledge. As for the special powers granted by the Xenos souls, the navigators of House Orselio will once again have to contend with their own bodily and spiritual limitations. However, I am undaunted by the prospect, for our line and our gene have never been weak. House Orselio will succeed, and soon we will rise again, draped in white and gold.
Hell yeah. Let's discuss other business.
Of course. I will try to answer any questions you have. I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
All right. Cool. So does she get, like, any special stuff? That'd be cool if she did. I don't think so, though. That would have been neat. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and head back to the map. and we want to head back to Euphrates 2. I believe that's the last thing we have to do, right? So looking at companion quests that are still available, right? We've done Abelard's, we've done Heinrich's, we've done Cassia's. Ulfar's seems like it's on or going to be continuing with Euphrates 2. Same Pascal maybe too, since it's a Adeptus Mechanicus thing. So that's all the core group here. And then Argenta's, hopefully we still have to do. I guess Jay's might come up again. She's probably still out there. Emergency aboard the Void ship. A foul warp entity has pierced the thin veil of the gather field and spawned unimaginable beasts in unnatural hues. The Vox systems are picking up the crewmen's screams and the warp fiends' loathsome giggling. The situation demands immediate intervention. Damn it. I'll take care of it. How annoying, right? I suppose you can just let your crew take care of it, but Imogene would not do that. Hell, even giving them the holy gifts like we did the previous time this has happened was probably a stretch for her. Okay. Pink horrors and blue horrors. Pink and blue. Oh yeah, Abelard is going to be first on the list now. That's kind of fun. I want it to be something like that. Okay. Alright, Abelard. Go ahead and move here.
A tactically sound approach.
Sworn enemy on this guy.
At your beck and call.
Reckless strike. And charge him.
Will be done.
Good damage, and then strike him again.
Victory is imminent.
Damn. Okay. Go ahead and taunt.
Indeed.
And defensive stance. Alright, Cassia. Go ahead and do Waking Nightmare. Yeah, right there.
If I may.
And then you're going to kill him.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
And again.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Oh, spawns more.
Me?
Do that.
If you insist, Lord.
Twisting Path. That sounds bad.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
Alright, you're going to step up right here. And... oh, yeah, we got the flamer on. Okay. In that case, we're going to do this. There we go, right there. Burn them up. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay. So suddenly I'm going. Yeah, put a trap down there. And go ahead and say, you will serve me.
Purpose guides me.
That's good enough for me. Alright, so you... gonna move here.
He's on the hunt.
And... burn him up.
Wolves ready.
Burn him up.
So shall it be.
Yeah, this is cool. I like this flamer. This is nice. You're going move to move up. Move to move up. Alright, move there. Kick him. I didn't think he'd be able to go through that.
None can do this.
Good. Alright, Pascal, you can come on up. Probably should have avoided that, but... Gonna do that. Do that. Is this 1 AP or 2? Costs 1 AP, okay. Weaken him. Fire. There we go. Imogene. Go ahead and kill him.
One step closer.
Okay. Luckily, that wasn't too bad of a fight. At all.
Just a minor setback.
Let's not run through the gas, guys. Come on. I still can't remember the game where they would purposely avoid the traps. Was that Divinity? Original Sin? Is that the game where your characters would just walk around traps? I think so. Which is strange because it wasn't in Baldur's Gate 3. Alright, down we go. Down we go. Alright. We're gonna make this safe because I'm tired of those things. Alright. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright. Payment and organs. Xenos intoxicants. That's what we need. Gonna do that. And this gives us Casbalica mission rank, but we don't need that anymore. Still, I guess it's still good. The Ashen Breath. I melt a weapon. Profit factor up, yeah. I'll take it. Phabos, Earthbreaker. Plasteel and Adamantine. Losing, yeah. Alright, that's good. The blessed hydraulic installation of the Adeptus Mechanicus will crush the greedy bowels of the earth, freeing the priceless minerals within that the Imperium so desperately needs. Is this the last spot? I just want to, like, it was pointed out that it could be a bug they fix that allows me to keep building after we fill these out. So I want to wait until we get the rank 5 of this one. And yeah, you're good. You're good to go. Okay. So we got to get to this place for that. We'll get there eventually. Right now we're here. Let's see what's going on in this system. Okay. We got some ships here. Let's take them on. Hold on. Yeah, we're ready. Nope, wait. I forgot we have new things here. So this is, I think this is better overall, even though it's 3 less in 2 areas. It is 4 better in 2 other areas, so it's a net gain. The armor here. And this is more speed. I'm going to take it. I honestly don't know too much about what the different, like what the break speed and stuff does. I'm guessing it's maneuverability, but like, I don't think that's too important for us, to be honest. Alright. You're facing several Ardari scout ships. The Xenos are in no hurry to attack, and time seems to have slowed down. One wrong move, and carnage will ensue. Ask her yet to help. Threaten the Ardari with savage reprisal if they do not let you pass. Pay off the Xenos. Ah. Okay. Flee from them. Fire torpedo. Don't negotiate. No negotiations. Only aggressive negotiations. Plus, I'm itching for some space combat anyway. Got the space combat itch. Alright.
The void calls. The war beckons.
Okay, so there's only 3 of them. So this should be relatively simple. Go ahead and shoot the lance battery. No, we missed. Damn it. Dorsal.
Send them into the cold void.
Okay. Can't reach both of them. Alright. 2 extra range. I don't think that's going to be enough. Okay, we're going to just go up to them then. I think we'll do this here. That should put him in range of the port fire.
Unleash our wrath upon my enemies.
Okay. And then we're going to want to just do like a new heading. And hit him
Emblazon our path.
with the starboard.
Macro cannons. Annihilate them.
1 down. Excellent. Alright.
Chart a course.
Spin around here. We'll put shields up on the port side. And torpedoes. And launch those.
Torment.
Your move, Aldari. I wonder if you could have made them, like, be friends if Earliet was still alive. Good shot. Could have been better, but good shot. Okay. Better shot the last time. Torpedoes. Can't get to either one of them. Still might have a chance. Yeah. Do that. Now you can get right up on them. And you're gonna blow up. Got him. Awesome. Hit him with that.
The incandescent beams scorch our enemies.
Hit him a little bit there.
Send them into the cold void.
There we go. We can just move right up here. I don't think the torpedoes are gonna get us. Yeah, I'm guessing that these guys could have become friends. Like, maybe you can get Aldari allies with Earliet.
Empyrean, take this
There we go.
sacrifice.
Easy fight. I don't know if we're gonna get to max level ship with the ship combat. I feel like we have to, right? There's gonna be like... There must be some big ship combat coming up. Alright, that was a super easy fight, though. A little disappointing. Go ahead and scan these planets. A celestial body holds 0 interest as an object of study. We can continue onward, Lord Captain. Continuing onward. What about this one? More plasteel. I don't need plasteel. Get your plasteel out of here. Nothing. Okay. How close are we to leveling, by the way? Not too far off. Really. Considering we just leveled not long ago. Cool. Alright. Euphrates 2. Lord Captain, the United Corps of the Explorators and the Militia Forces is ready to attack the heretics who took over Euphrates 2. The commanders recognize the Lord Inquisitor's sanction and agree to cede the right of supreme command to you. They ask that you summon a council of war in order to establish the plan of attack. How should we respond? Summon them to the bridge. We will hold a council. Must attend to other matters first. Tell them to wait. We'll hold a council. Consider it done, your ladyship. I will notify the commanders that you are ready to meet with them. Hopefully that wasn't like a veiled point of no return. Although, considering how Darganis went, I'm not sure if going back to Yanis is even going to be worth it for that colony event. It's a bit of a shame. It's kind of the same problem I had with like Wrath of the Righteous and Kingmaker's sort of town building and base building. It's like, I don't know, there just wasn't enough immersion with it. It's a cool system, but it'd be even cooler if it had that level of immersion. This has been better because I think, what has it been, 4 of the 5 planets, the colonies, we've actually gone down to the surface on and everything, which is cool. But it'd been cool to like have to go back even more. I guess Darganis we went to a few times, but that makes a little more sense seeing it's the capital. I guess Yanis we've been on a couple times too. Alright. The council convenes. Hey, it's a space wolf, I think. Space wolf. And an old tech priest. Oh, it's Opticon 22. Hey, buddy. The leader of the Explorator warriors appears on the bridge, and the bulkhead trembles beneath his metal gate. He has acquired a new set of fearsome armor since last the two of you met, and his mechadendrites are now fitted with more formidable weapons of destruction. Got himself an upgrade. His picture looks awesome. Unit Opticon 22 initiating. Identification, official greeting. Procedure. Unlocking the option of a strategic data exchange. Thorbold Ironhide, the Emperor's angel, who follows in his wake, is clad in armor the color of a tempestuous ocean. You hear his voice, throaty and brimming with untamed boldness and strength. Which one of you Huskarls is Imogene von Valancius? I am Thorbold Ironhide, and I wish to see the mortal who was granted the honor of leading my pack into battle. Thorbold Ironhide, you face Imogene von Valancius. Opticon 22, how'd you go from overseeing logistics to commanding armies? I am Imogene von Valancius. Thorbold takes the measure of you and nods in satisfaction. I know the habits of a warrior when I see one. You are no indolent jockey. Good. I give my approval. We will hunt the sorry heretics together. You haven't changed, Brother Thorbold. Uppity and brazen without measure. You carry yourself on another's trekker like it's your own. The wolf bursts into booming laughter and bars his long fangs. Such is the breed of leaders, Ulfar. We stand out. 'Tis you ever lost, who can't find his way when the sun is right over your head. Another expression of Thorbold's boisterous laughter drowns out Ulfar's stifled yet furious string of curses. Opticon 22, how'd you get here? This command promotion hierarchy status update was executed following the death, decommissioning, deconstruction of the ship Teeth of the Wrathgear. The fleet's war conclave was operating aboard that vessel. Unit Opticon 22 received premature rank promotion modernization to Magos Dominus based on his extensive catalog of recorded combat engagements. May your service benefit from the updated protocols that were bestowed upon you, and the new analytical data that was entrusted to your elucidation. May the Omnissiah guide operate this unit and his cause mission algorithm of service to him. Let's commence the War Council. What good is another War Council with a cog priest who knows not of the joys of battle, who cut off his parts and replaced them with augments to please his all-knowing master? he will propose again a cowardly plan unworthy of warriors as is the custom of his brethren. Registering a show of impertinence, data insufficiency, in regard to the military craft eradication methods of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Oh boy. Who's this? Ishara. Are you having another fight, gentlemen? How predictable. A woman in power armor walks onto the bridge with an air of superiority around her. You remember seeing her before, in the retinue of Xavier Calcazar when he barged into your chambers after the Magna Accessio. Thank you for starting without me, Acolyte Ashara, dispatched by the Lord Inquisitor to facilitate the operation on Euphrates II. My privileges on this war council are those of an advisor. Harrington and Ishara exchange glances, but do not say a word. You cannot help but notice the furrow that forms on the interrogator's forehead at the sight of his colleague. So, shall we begin our war council, or shall we rather wait for heretics to corrupt this planet completely? Ishara, why are you here? The Lord Inquisitor entrusted me with the task of forging an alliance between the assembled fleet and the forces of the Cognizance fleet. Once this task is complete, I am to act as an observer and a special operative. And what are your responsibilities as a special operative? I'm afraid the Lord Inquisitor did not give me the authority to elaborate on this matter. There is no surprise in my heart. The Inquisition is, as always, too ashamed of its dark deeds to reveal them to the honorable fighters. Thorbold makes a show of spitting on the floor. There will be no spitting aboard my ship, though I make myself clear, esteemed Thorbold. What's this? A show of character. Thorbold growls and locks his indignant gaze with yours. Fine. I respect your wishes, Warlord, but the bitter taste of suspicion burns in my mouth. With pointed contempt, he steps away from Ashara. Why did Calcazar choose you? I happen to have some experience with large-scale bloodshed, rogue trader. That, and I never failed to deliver results. What troops can you spare to reinforce our army? The militia forces have already been transferred to Opticon 22. All I have left under my command is a tactical unit explicitly instructed to carry out the Lord Inquisitor's special assignments. I see. It's about time we moved on to discussing how we intend to kill the heretics. I need a complete report of the situation at the front. Give me a complete report. Euphrates II is a forge world. Manufactorums and extractiums take up most of its surface. Upon corrupting them, disrupting their production algorithm, the heretics enhance their ranks with possessed mechanisms and false defective traitorous Skitari, whose protocol were disfigured in indoctrinating scrap code. Our forces have secured minor footholds on the surface, but are unable to deliver an effective blow to the headquarters operations center of the profaners in the machine cathedral at the heart of the manufactorum, Sigma S13. According to the available data, it is the current location of the Arch Heretic. Termination target, the Dark Apostle Urlon the Cruel. We may outnumber the enemy, but ours is a poor warband. All it has is steel carrols of the Omnissiah and scantily trained serfs from across the expanse. While our foe is the detestable but nevertheless deadly putrid-hearted traitors from the ranks of the World Bearers. And their vessels protect the machine cathedral from orbit. Why have you still not commenced planetary assault? There is a conflict critical error, categorical lack of understanding of the imperatives of this operation within our chain of command. Unit Thorbold Ironside is in favor of the strategy of mass destruction, which would constitute an unacceptable violation of the right of operation. Every square meter of the manufactorum is sacred, of high productivity value. Which is why the Cog Priest is so intent on hindering and sabotaging our assault by refusing us forces and landing jackers. But Thorbold Ironside won't fight on the terms of priests. If my battle plan is rejected, the Omnissiah's servants can retake the planet themselves. Maybe they think their lives mean nothing compared to their precious cathedrals. But a wolf knows what his life is worth. Opticon, I must say my curiosity is piqued. The explorators are hiding something on the planet, something you refuse to show to anyone and are loath to destroy. What is it? What is it? The tech priest's vox creaks stubbornly. Request denied. The Omnissiah's mysteries procedures conducted on Euphrates II are to remain undisclosed according to the protocol vow of preservation of the hallowed from the profane. This is why in Fenris we have the priests follow the warriors, not the other way around. The priests never think about the battle ahead, only their tenets and taboos. But a wolf must think of only battle and his enemy's death, not about preserving cathedrals or counting the trophies that await him. What do you propose our plan should be, Opticon? Our strategic analysis points toward a full-scale offensive as the optimal course of action. The losses among the troops and significant personnel, laity, will be numerous but will not exceed acceptable parameters. Replenishing such losses will be less arduous than restoring the damage that may otherwise come to the manufactorums. Thorbold, what would you do if you were in command? I would rain down vengeful skies upon the enemy. I would plow the land of Euphrates II with shells, shatter their defenses, level the fortified towers, throw their hosts into disarray, and in that whirlwind of fury, I would lead my glorious pack to pave a path of blood for the Cogcaros. I've heard your opinions on this. Choose your strategy wisely. It's not every day you get to heed the advice of a seasoned warrior, one chosen by the All-Father himself to bring death to the foes of humanity. You two don't get along. You read hearts like they're inscribed with runes, Imogene. Thorbold lets out a mocking chuckle. 'Tis true, my brothers and I grow tired of this cog priest and his naysay. For whatever reason, he thinks himself our lord. I concur with this statement, given that the military actions, sacred purgatives, crusade, eradication, and procedure takes place on a world devoted to the machine god. Unit Opticon 22 insists on its privileged status in the matter of strategy selection. Answer me this, Thorbold. If Opticon 22 were to come to Fenris and start ordering you around, what would you do? 0% chance. Oh my goodness. Thorbold is right. However destructive the assault might end up being, it will be nothing compared to the damage that every moment of our hesitation does to the planet. Okay, that one can pass. Heresy runs rampant on Euphrates II, and you two would rather waste all your strength on bickering? Then you are nothing but fools. Good. I like that one. That's probably my favorite. Thorbold's face turns purple, but he cannot come up with a retort. Opticon 22 lowers his head repentantly, and that's at a Benharic trill. Neither of them can find the words to rebuff your pointed accusations. I shall now present to you the plan of our assault on Euphrates II. Only 3 options? The first step is obvious. Oh, that's not me. We eliminate the machine cathedral's orbital support. But what planetary assault strategy will you choose following destruction of the enemy's void fleet? Send in all our forces, even if it means sustaining heavy losses. A swift onslaught is key to our victory. We will begin by bombarding the enemy positions. Then advance cautiously. We must conserve our troops. What requires total annihilation? Raise every sacred facility and chapel that our enemies could use as cover. So throughout the playthrough, we have been pretty respectful of the Omnissiah and the Tech Priest and all that. So I'm a little reluctant to risk damaging their sacred stuff. But am I so in favor of the Omnissiah that I'll risk losing so many people? You know, Opticon has been our friend and ally for most of the game. Send in all our forces, even if it means sustaining heavy losses. A swift onslaught is key to our victory. Ha! The Space Wolves respect a good onslaught. Your Huskarls better be loyal enough to charge into the fire without faltering. My pack will do all that is asked as of it, and stand at the vanguard of the assault, until we meet on the battlefield, Imogene. Thorbod looks at Ulfar with a smirk. And I say the same to you, Ulfar Everlost. 'Tis a pity your pack will not share in this glorious victory with us. Ulfar lets out a bestial grumble and says to you, that boastful Grishoff talks too much about my pack. He knows where my brothers are. I can smell it. Before we dive into the carnage, summon him to your ship, and let me question him. I wish to hear what he knows, while he still hasn't lost his blathering tongue to the heretics. Complying, updating the Skitarii tactical programs, transferring the least valuable enlightened units to the first wave of offense, estimating a high percentage of losses disposal among the support personnel. The Lord Inquisitor will be delighted at the news that some semblance of order was established in the command. I wish you luck, Rogue Trader. Thank you. Okay. So we've got our plan. We need to talk with Ulfar before we leave. But soon we'll be assaulting the planet, which sounds like a lot of fun. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I'll catch you later.